Hello friends, welcome to Insights Icon Initiative. In this video, we are going to discuss about weekly current issues, that is week number 10. If you miss out the previous week's current issues, you can find that in a particular playlist. So all these current issues included in the playlist of the weekly current issues, and this particular video PPT also will be included in this video description. So we are going to discuss about, first we'll see what topics we are going to cover in this video. Later, I'll give a complete overview about all these topics. First, let us give a glance over each and every topic. First one is Global Innovation Index. Here, we will discuss about what is the purpose of this index and what is India's rank and any specialty related to this year particular index. Of course, Niti Aayog is hosting this event, this index event virtually. That is one of the importance. Global Innovation Index. Next, Overseas Citizen of India. You know the students, due to Khalistani issue, some of Indians' Overseas Citizen of India status that had been revoked by Government of India. So obviously, you expected to learn what is Overseas Citizen of India and how you will be revoked and what are the advantage of Overseas Citizen of India, that we will discuss. And tell me students, which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the citizenship and which articles deals with the citizenship of India? So please put your answer in the comments. Next, miRNA. It is the microRNA. So here we will discuss about what is the role of microRNA, what it does, and how it can be applicable in the curing of particular diseases, and how it will control the gene expression. What is the meaning of gene expression? That we will discuss. Along with that, we will discuss about the mRNA, messenger RNA, and RNA. Then we will discuss about South China Sea, regarding the South China Sea and Philippine dispute. Apart from that, we will discuss about the 9-dash line. Then Jhelum River. Due to the very less rainfall, the average flow of the river reduced. That we will discuss, and its tributaries also we will discuss. Social bonds. So tell me students, which organization issued the social bonds? We will discuss about that organization and what is the purpose of the social bonds we will discuss. And finally, Veerangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Tell me which state notified this tiger reserve. Meanwhile, we will discuss of course the detailed analysis. So these are the video topics we are going to cover in this particular video students. Next, the first topic is Global Innovation Index. Global Innovation Index 2023. First we'll try to understand what is India's rank. India rank is 40th. India rank is 40 in the year 2023. Out of how many economy? 132 economy. Always remember students, if you are encouraging innovation, then obviously more number of startups will establish. In Telangana T-Hub. In the same way in Karnataka also, you might have some programs by government, Karnataka government, to encourage the startup. If you are from Karnataka or any state of India, please put your initiatives, your state initiatives related to startup. This Global Innovation Index, it deals with what? It deals with the innovation led kind of social change as well as the economic change. What kind of changes brought by the innovation? And who published this innovation index? It is published by the WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. This organization is responsible for the protection of intellectual property rights. Intellectual property right is nothing but it is a particular right related to innovation of any product or innovation of any process. The specialty of 2023 in this year, Niti Aayog in partnership with the Competition Commission of Index and India and World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO is hosting this event. This event is hosting virtually. Then we will see top 5 countries: Switzerland, Sweden, USA and UK as Singapore. These are the top 5 countries. India, of course, India is performing very better in this particular region. So India rank is 40. It is the top rank in Central as well as South Asian region compared to other countries. Let's see here. So in terms of human resource, India is the 48th rank, and in terms of the business application, 57th rank. In terms of knowledge and technology output, it is 22nd rank. So overall, India is performing very well compared to its neighbor countries in South as well as Central Asia. Okay. Next we will discuss about World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO. This WIPO, it gives ranking in terms of the intellectual property rights protection. How many members How many countries have membership in this WIPO? 193 member countries are there. This is headquarters based in Geneva. It is one of the 15 specialized agencies of UNO, United Nations Organization. What this WIPO will do? WIPO will promote the creative activity. It also protect the intellectual property across the nations. This is the WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, and member countries. So this is the first topic, that is the Global Innovation Index and India rank. Now we'll see the second topic, that is OCI, Overseas Region of India. Like I said earlier, some of the pro-Khalistani people who are living in Canada, they are enjoying the OCA status. Overseas Region of India more or less will enjoy similar benefits like NRI, non-resident Indian, except in terms of buying agriculture property and property related to plantation. Apart from that, rest of the facilities can be availed by both of them in similar fashion. Overseas Region of India also, they can come to India multiple times without needing the visa. Now, who will be eligible to get the OCI? And if a person want to renounce, don't want the OCI, then what is the process? We'll discuss. Okay. So why India started the process of cancelling this OCA status of some of the people who are related to Khalistani propaganda. And this OCA stands for Overseas Region of India. It started when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was Prime Minister. It was in 2005 by amending the Citizenship Act 1955. If you remember, students, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government also tried to introduce dual citizenship. But of course later that decision was withdrawn after a few years being implemented. Tell me, students, which article of the Indian Constitution is prohibiting the dual citizenship? Which article prohibiting the dual citizenship? Next, eligibility. Who will get the eligibility? Eligibility means any citizen of India, a person who is citizen of India at the time of 26 January 1950, or else after that also, after 26 January 1950 also, if they have the eligibility to become citizen of India, then they will get the overseas citizen of India. And not only that person, even person, children, grandchildren, they are also entitled to become the overseas citizen of India. And in case the person belong to some other territory like Sikkim, Goa, which are not part of India by 1947, they joined into India after 1947. Those people also, okay, if they are eligible to get citizenship in that area, they will automatically be given the overseas citizen of India. Their children and their minor children also, they will get the OCI. What are the entitlements? Like I said earlier, entitlements are with visa free, multiple entries, lifelong visa, and they don't need to register themselves very frequently with the foreign regional registration officer. Otherwise, any foreigner, after they come to India, they have to register in this office. It is not required for the OCI as well as NRIs. So they will enjoy all the facilities similar to NRI except in two categories: acquisition of agriculture as well as the plantation property. Now, of course, they are not eligible to few things. First thing is they are not eligible to right to vote. And of course, they are not eligible to contest in some constitutional positions also. Like president, vice president, they cannot contest even in the MLA as well as MP because they are not citizen of India. Because India don't expect allow the dual citizenship. Always remember, OCI, Overseas Citizen of India, they are foreign nationals, foreign citizens. But at the time of 26 January 1950, they were citizen of India, or else they were eligible to become part of Indian citizens. So they are not eligible to hold any Supreme Court judge post or High Court judge post. Even without government permission, they cannot undertake any missionary work, mountaineering, journalism without proper permission. Even without proper permission, they cannot enter into the restricted area. Restricted area, it can be inner line permit or it can be the national park. Any restricted area which is notified by the government of India, in that area, these people cannot enter without taking the permission. That you have to understand. How can you renounce? By, if the person is at the full age and the mental capacity, they can renounce, okay, their overseas citizen of India. After that, they have to register with government of India officially that they are renouncing their overseas citizen of India. If they renounce their overseas citizen of India, their children and their grandchildren also, they will be taken away this particular privilege. Their minor children also will lost. The third topic we are going to discuss, that is a microRNA. Remember, RNA are different types of RNA we are having. The first major RNA is messenger RNA normally. We are not discussing about the messenger RNA. We are discussing about the microRNA. First, what the messenger RNA will do normally? Messenger RNA will transfer the information from the DNA to ribosomes. This information will be exchanged in terms of the protein synthesis. You know that, students, ribosomes are popularly known as protein factories. That is the main purpose of the messenger RNA. These microRNAs, they'll bind to this messenger RNA so that they will control whether a particular genetic information can be translated into proteins or not. If this microRNA want to inhibit any genetic expression, then the gene will not express. That means the protein will not be synthesized. So, by enhancing or by lowering this microRNA, we can control which protein to be produced and which protein not supposed to be produced. So, in case in cancer, if particular gene is getting expressed, then by using this microRNA, we can stop the genetic expression of that particular gene. That is a major advantage of the microRNA. Let's see. Scientists identified a single-stranded microRNA which can have a role in fighting against cancer. MicroRNA, they are the non-coding RNA. They don't code information. Simple. They only regulate the genetic expression, that you have to understand. Gene expression means what? Converting the genetic information into proteins. That will happen in the ribosomes. You know that ribosomes present an endoplasmic reticulum. If endoplasmic reticulum contain ribosomes, that is known as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Otherwise, it is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This miRNA, where they found? They found in cell cytoplasm as well as the bloodstream. Because they are very small in nature, they can go through the cytoplasm, cell membrane, so they can go to the cytoplasm. Generally, they consist of 21 to 24 nucleotides, and they are smaller than the messenger RNA, and they bind to these messenger RNA's particular targets. What is the effect? They regulate whether a particular gene can code the protein or not. What are the biological functions? Biological function, cell development, cell differentiation. That means this cell changing from one stage to another stage, cell growth, proliferation, as well as the maintaining of cell balance, cellular homeostasis. These are some of the role of this microRNA. Disease implications. By regulating the mRNA, this microRNA, we can regulate the messenger RNA and we can control whether a particular protein can be produced or not. If we are able to stop the protein proliferation, then we can stop that particular disease, that particular cancer. Because cancer is all about what? Unlimited cell growth. Normally in our human body, cells are programmed to die. That is known as apoptosis. Okay? And these microRNA, they also use as bioindicators, because in certain diseases, these are present in cytoplasm and bloodstream. If this number is increasing, means the person is suffering from particular disease. Same like bilirubin and biliverdin regarding the jaundice. Here this mRNA, microRNA, all these are type of RNA. Now let us see what is RNA. RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. It transfers the genetic information. It helps in the synthesis of protein. They are similar to DNA but single stranded. mRNA is a type of RNA which carry the message. They carry protein information from DNA to cytoplasm. And mRNA, which helps in the human genome decoding. And they play main role in ribosomes. So this is the third topic, microRNA. Now let us focus to the fourth topic, which is related to international relations. Here we are going to discuss about the South China Sea. South China Sea present in the south part of the China, and East China Sea is there. The South China Sea connect with the East China Sea through Taiwan Strait, and the same South China Sea connect with the Philippine Sea through Luzon Strait. And why we are discussing now? We are discussing because Philippines is raising objections that China is making some temporary barriers in the South China Sea as a form of exercising its control over this region. Actually, China controlling the South China Sea by announcing the 9-dash line. Okay. China is the country which is majorly claiming the South China Sea. The South China Sea play a very important role in terms of trade and commerce in ocean, because through Strait of Malacca, Indian Ocean connect to Pacific Ocean, and as soon as the shipping comes through Malacca Strait, that shipping will come to the South China Sea. So having control on South China Sea, really geographical significance. It holds a lot of geographical significance. Normally in South China Sea, most of the controversial islands in terms of claiming by different countries, they are the Parcel Islands, Scarborough Shoal and Spratly Islands. Shoal means shallow water where fish availability is very high. Why it is in news? Philippines is accusing China that this China made some temporary floating barriers in South China Sea. South China Sea is a part of Western Pacific Ocean and it is bordered by China, Taiwan, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei and Vietnam. And it is connected by Taiwan Strait with East China Sea, and it is also connected to Philippine Sea through Luzon Strait. And apart from this, what are the controversial claiming areas? Parcel Islands, Spratly Islands, these are the areas. What kind of climate you can expect? Tropical climate. And it is the second most used sea lane in terms of the sea trade. And next, Malacca Strait we already covered. Major ports in the sea, Hong Kong, Singapore and Kaohsiung in southern Taiwan. What is the South China Sea dispute? It is a dispute about these islands among the nations which are sharing the border of South China Sea. And China is a major country which is claiming majority of the South China Sea, that is a 9-dash line. Through that, China claiming the largest portion of the South China Sea. And this line comprising and this extend to hundreds of miles which is away from the coast of China till the from the province of Hainan. That is about the IR. Next, we are going to discuss about the Indian geography, and here we are going to discuss about Jhelum River. You know, students, according to the Indus Water Treaty, Jhelum, Chenab, Indus, they goes to Pakistan. Ravi, Bias, Satluj, they goes to India. And tell me, students, in which year this Indus Water Treaty was made? Now, the particular thing is why we are discussing the water availability in this Jhelum River is getting decreased. Okay, that is the reason it is in news. We are discussing now. The water level of Jhelum, it is fallen. Why? Because of the very dry condition in the Kashmir Valley. And this river flows in both India and Pakistan. The Jhelum River flows and it joins with the Chenab in Pakistan. Okay, if you see the map of this Jhelum, here you will see this Jhelum River goes through the north part of the Punjab. Okay, Jhelum, northernmost river of the Indus Valley. This like Indus River. It is a tributary of Indus River. This is main waterway of the Kashmir Valley. And it is the most westernmost part of the Indus tributaries. Origin, Veerangana Spring at Anantnag, at the foothills of Pirpanjal range. It flows through Srinagar and Vular Lake and it makes deep gorge before it go to Pakistan. In India, it flows around 725 kilometers and it joins with the Chenab River near Trimmu, Pakistan. Major tributaries. Major tributaries of Jhelum are Kishan Ganga. You know that this Kishan Ganga hydropower project is a dispute between the India and Pakistan. It joins near Muzaffarabad and enters the Punjab province, Pakistan. Next, Kunhar River. It is also the second largest tributary of this particular river. Other tributaries are Sandran River, Brinji River, Arapat River, Vatlara River, Lida River and Vishwa River. Next, we are going to discuss about the NABARD. Here NABARD is introducing the social bonds. What is the social bonds? That means here NABARD issue the bonds. We are going to discuss about what is the face value of the bond and how much money NABARD can procure through these bonds. Of course, initially 1,000 crores and it can go max up to 3,000 crores. Whatever the money raised through these bonds, that money will be spent in the social sector. That is the reason these are the social bonds. We are calling it as social bonds. And of course, the social bonds are the bonds which are, like given credit rating also by CRISIL. So what is the rating of these social bonds also we will discuss. Now we'll see NABARD. Tell me students, which committee recommended the formation of NABARD? Recently NABARD announced that they are issuing the social bonds with a total capacity of 1040 crores. And the social bonds, they are also known as social impact bonds. In which area they will be spent, we will discuss anyhow. And these bonds generally, they will be spent in the areas of healthcare, education, affordable housing and poverty alleviation. So which municipal corporation or which agency, for the first time they came up with this idea, that municipal agency was Pimpiri Chinchwad Municipal Corporation, which is present in Maharashtra's Pune, as well as the UNDP. They launched this kind of social impact bonds in the year 2020. With that inspiration, we are launching this feature. Initially, they are allowed to get 1000 crores through these bonds. Later, they can raise additional 2000 crores. So overall, through these bonds, how much money they can raise? 3000 crores they can raise. Each face value, each bond costs of 1 lakh, maturity 5 years, rate of interest 7.63%. Like I said earlier, these are certified bonds and the bond credit rating is AAA. You know that for individuals like you and me also, we are having our own credit score. In the same way, this bond is also got the score of AAA and the credit score is given by CRISIL as well as ICRA. And this bond framework, these bonds are issued by NABARD as a part of sustainability bond framework. And whatever the money generated through these bonds, like I said earlier, they will be spent in the areas of healthcare, education and affordable housing, employment generation program and energy efficiency. In these kind of areas, the money will be spent. Regarding the NABARD, NABARD stands for National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. It was established in 1982 through NABARD Development Act 1981. That means NABARD is what kind of organization? Statutory organization. Objective, it mainly focuses on agriculture as well as the rural development students. It gives support in terms of rural infrastructure and also gives support to the regional rural bank in terms of their supervision as well as the cooperative banks. They also prepare plans, credit plans at the district level, encourage the bank to achieve their targets. You know that above the district, you will have a state level bankers meeting. In the same way, here also district level credit plans will be formulated by NABARD. What kind of credit they formulate majorly? Majorly they formulate credit related to agriculture. And the next topic is regarding the new Tiger Reserve announcement from the Madhya Pradesh. What is this about? So recently Madhya Pradesh announced that they are notifying Tiger Reserve, that is Veerangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Which state? Madhya Pradesh. It is going to be the 54th Tiger Reserve. And it is present in the areas of Naurdehi Wildlife Sanctuary, Durgavati Wildlife Sanctuary. Now both these cover under this Veerangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. It spread across Damoh, Sagar, Narsing district of Madhya Pradesh. It also acts as a green corridor through which these animals, tiger can travel between the Panna Tiger Reserve as well as the Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Prominent rivers which goes through in this Tiger Reserve, Narmada, Yamuna rivers. Important port, Singo, Gar ports. Vegetation, dry deciduous vegetation. Flora, teak, deor, amla. Fauna, tiger, leopard, wolf. Different tigers, different fauna are present. And you know that students, Madhya Pradesh is the state with highest amount of the tigers. Tell me students, according to the recent census, tiger census, what is the total strength of tigers in India? And these wildlife sanctuaries, they made according to the Wildlife Sanctuary Act, Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Tigers are, all these tiger reserves, they are protected or they are supervised through NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority. It is statutory body. It was established by making a law. Okay, that you have to understand. And recently, Madhya Pradesh was even very popular for linking of the Ken and Betwa river. These rivers interlinking. Okay. Next, tiger reserves in MP. 6 existing are there, and this is going to be the 7th one. 6 existing tiger reserves are Kanha, Bandhavgarh, Panna, Pench, Sanjay Dubri, and Satpura. These are the 6 existing ones. Yesterday's video question: which of the following river originates as well as ends in the territory of India? Chambal. Chambal is the one originates as well as ends in India. Okay. Now we'll see today's video questions. The Jhelum River originates in where the Jhelum River originates. Next question. Mountain Samurai volcano recently seen in news located in which country? Next, CRIIIO Creo Goods initiative recently seen in news. It is what? Related to what? In the context of India's defense system, Prachand stands for what? Consider the following statement regarding the Burkina Faso. Read these 2 statements regarding the Burkina Faso and pick the right statement. So these are the MCQs of today's video. As we reach into the end of this video, so what topics we discussed in this video? In this video, we covered these 7 topics. First one related to indexes, polity, S&T, IR, geography, and government initiatives and environment. These are the 7 topics we covered in the weekly current issues number 10. And this is the detailed analysis regarding the weekly current issues.